Let me rewind this. This is amazing. This is a tough shot, man. He's not shooting at the rim where, that lowers your chances of putting it in the hole. When he fades back, he puts a nice little touch on it, man. Like a real late high release with his fingers. And that ball just has a beautiful arc on it, man. Go Spurs, go. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, leave a comment, go ahead and check the Patreon link in the description. Now here he is with the ball in his hand. He's going to get a little bit of pressure here from the defense. What I like, it shows a little bit of his ball handling skills. He was a point guard in high school, and then when he went to go play in Alabama, he found a different role, spacing the floor, right? But here's a nice little between the legs, little bounce off here to create a little separation, puts the ball in his left hand. He also said he's ambidextrous, I think, right? So he can use both his left and his right hand. Ball handling scene right here. Comes to a nice dime, stop on a dime between the legs. Kind of loses his handle here for a second, but doesn't turn it over. Sees that the double screen is here waiting for him. He's like, all right, I'll use it. Comes off one, comes off two, creates the switch. He loves the switch, man. I mean, if defenses in the NBA are going to be switching everything, we need guards who can make them pay, right? And right here, oh my gosh, check this shit. Check this shot out. He comes, attacks the lane, comes to a nice stop here, kind of loses the ball. Look at him, almost falling down off one leg, fading backwards. Look at that. I was just telling you guys earlier, don't do that. Go straight up, straight down, right? That's what I was saying. When you go forward, you're probably going to miss. When you go backwards, you're probably going to miss. But man, Joshua Primo shows up, tells me to, coach, you need to watch your mouth, coach, because I got this. Let me fade back, pretty much laying down in midair, puts the nice touch on it. Again, his shot always has the perfect arc. He's never shooting at the rim, right? So like, let me rewind this. This is amazing. This is a tough shot, man. He's not shooting at the rim where, that lowers your chances of putting it in the hole. When he fades back, he puts a nice little touch on it, man. Like a real late high release with his fingers. And that ball just has a beautiful arc on it, man. And that's why all of his shots that are so impressive are just hitting the bottom of the net. Like it's not even coming close. Like that ball goes in the hole, man. Amazing strength, agility, balance, touch, everything. Just ball just goes in, man. That is one of the hardest shots, man, you can ask for. Look at this coach right here on the bench, man. He's like, dang, man, what else can we do? All these coaches are like, what? Look at this guy right here. He's like, I can't believe it, man. Even their coaching staff over here was like, oh my God. Yeah, because Joshua Primo brings the amazing. He brings the wow, right? Teaching these young bucks, right? Here's Primo, right? He's gonna come up and set this back screen, right? This whole play is run for him, so let's track him from the get-go. He's gonna come set this back screen first, right, for the big guy, and then he's gonna set a screen, and then he's gonna come around and receive the ball, right? So he sets this back screen, right? Makes his defender here have to communicate on that switch. So now that the Brooklyn dudes are now switched and there's a mismatch somewhere, Primo comes around and receives this handoff and has all this separation because of that first screen that he set, right? So if you're a coach out there and you want to run some plays, I suggest run a play like this where you get your one of your best scorers to set a screen and then pop out, to go receive the ball. So he comes around this one, puts the ball in the hole. This was right out of the gate in the second half, right? In the beginning of the third quarter. Puts the ball on the floor. He finishes this play off, man, pretty spectacularly with this one-handed, keeps the defender away from him. Soft touch. If you can see his wrist, just a nice little like here you go finger roll. Just tosses that thing, it just lets it fly out of his hand, man. Doesn't even really push it up. He just lets it fly out of his hand, puts a nice arc on the ball, right? Puts a nice little spin on it. Doesn't throw it up. He tosses it up. His arc, man, his shot is so ahead of his time. He lets that thing go straight up so it can come and go back down in the hoop, right? He didn't throw it at the rim, right? That's where a lot of players that's what a lot of players do and they miss and stuff like that, or they throw it too hard off the glass. He tosses that thing up, which is just so hard to do, man. It's another one of those plays where it's just like, holy cow, that is impressive because that is unbelievably hard. Corner, let's rewind it. Sets this screen, boom, causes the switch, Does a great job right here getting open too. Sets the screen, doesn't just leave. Look, this little moment right here where he's standing straight up, that's a little hesitation. He's waiting for his defender to get to him, right? Catches him slipping. Receives this handoff. Nice, good screen here off the handoff. Puts the ball on the deck, sees all the open space in front of him, and goes to work. And what a nice touch. Oof, again, nothing but the bottom of the net. What a great finish here by Joshua Primo. So catching and shooting. This shot kind of gets away from him. Good contest here by the defender, but he stays in it. Look at him right now. As soon as that shot goes off, he knows that it's off. He doesn't just sit there and watch the ball. He starts going after it, gets back in the play, and is able to get his own rebound. Doesn't look to pass it, man. And guys, we have an 18-year-old kid who knows he's that good. And, the coaches, I think, are giving him all the confidence in the world to be a scorer right now, man. And they're telling him, like, yo, you got the green light. Don't pass the ball. Don't pass the ball. So he comes, scores mentality, puts the move back on him, steps back, says, okay, I'll use this right here. Gets his nice screen and roll, sets up his defender with one move. Notices the ball pressure, right? Whenever you're being ball pressured up here high up on the court, very smart for you to get one move off to set your guy up, because he's gonna bite, right? He's gonna bite for whatever you get him. When that guy's all up on there and he's like D'ing you up, he's D'ing you up at half court, give him a jab step, give him one move, one in and out, and you're gonna create some separation, right? So he gets him right here on that move, uses this screen, sees the defense just sagging, saying, I'm not gonna come up there, and pulls it right in his grill. Right in his grill. Might have even been an N1. Cash money, right? That's an impressive shot, man. So let's look at it. Let's see at his release point. Here's the release point. Let's watch that ball in slow motion. Perfect arc on it. That's a sniper right there, guys. That's a sniper. Go Spurs, go. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment. Go ahead and check the Patreon link